Ever wondered where that rejuvenating cup of coffee you can't start your day without actually comes from? Coffee, that invigorating elixir of life, has a history as rich and intriguing as its flavor. Its origin, shrouded in mystery, is the stuff of many a legend and folklore. One of the most popular tales takes us back to the misty highlands of Ethiopia. It speaks of a shepherd named Kaldi who noticed his goats frolicking with unusual energy after nibbling on some bright red berries. Intrigued, Kaldi tasted the berries himself and felt a sudden surge of vitality. This, many believe, was the world's first encounter with the magical coffee bean. But this is just one among many narratives that swirl around the discovery of coffee. Each tale, more intriguing than the last, adds to the enigmatic allure of this beloved beverage. So, let's embark on this caffeinated journey back in time and uncover the mystifying origins of coffee. Believe it or not, the journey of coffee started in the lush highlands of ancient Ethiopia. Picture a time when the world had yet to experience the invigorating aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Back then, nestled amongst the wild and verdant Ethiopian landscape, a humble plant held a secret that would change the course of human history. This was the birthplace of coffee, the plant known to science as coffee arabica. Local tribes in Ethiopia were the first to unlock the coffee plant's potent potential. But it wasn't the dark, aromatic brew we know and love today. Instead, these early adopters consumed coffee in its raw, unroasted form. They would crush the beans, mix them with animal fat, and shape them into small, energy-packed balls. These were the original coffee bars, providing nourishment and a much-needed energy boost during long journeys and battles. As time passed, coffee's reputation began to spread. Its medicinal properties became increasingly recognized. The beans were thought to have a healing effect, warding off fatigue and enhancing concentration. Coffee in this era was a food and a medicine before it was a beverage. The migration of coffee from Ethiopia to the Arabian Peninsula was pivotal in coffee's journey. Trade routes as ancient and complex as the veins of a leaf carried these precious beans across vast deserts and seas. Yemen in particular became a significant hub in the coffee trade. Here for the first time the beans were roasted, ground and brewed into a drink similar to the coffee we know today. This transformative process unlocked coffee's full potential, intensifying its flavors and enhancing its invigorating effects. In Yemen, the coffee drink was called kawa, a term that originally meant wine. This connection between coffee and wine is a testament to the cultural and social significance coffee began to acquire. It was no longer just a food or medicine but a symbol of hospitality, contemplation and communal life. From the Ethiopian highlands to the Arabian Peninsula, coffee began its journey to global fame. A journey that would see it become one of the world's most loved beverages and a cornerstone of cultures around the globe. As trade routes expanded, so did the popularity of this invigorating beverage. The journey of coffee from its birthplace in Ethiopia to the farthest corners of the world was as complex and flavorful as the drink itself. It was a journey fueled by curiosity, innovation, and a relentless pursuit of taste. In the 15th century, coffee made its first significant leap from the African continent, landing in the aromatic alleys of Yemen. It was here, in the bustling port city of Mocha, that coffee beans were first roasted and brewed, much as they are today. With its enchanting aroma and stimulating effects, coffee quickly became a staple in the Middle Eastern diet. But the influence of coffee extended beyond the palate. In Arabia, the first coffeehouses, known as schools of the wise, sprouted up. These weren't just places to enjoy a cup of joe. They were vibrant social hubs, where lively conversations flowed freely, and ideas were exchanged as readily as the coffee that fueled them. Yet, as coffee reached Europe in the 17th century, it was met with suspicion. Some saw it as a threat, a bitter invention of Satan. It even faced bans in some parts of the continent. But the allure of coffee was irresistible. Over time, skepticism gave way to admiration. Coffeehouses began to flourish across Europe, becoming centers of social activity and intellectual discourse. The journey of coffee didn't stop there. It crossed the Atlantic, reaching the Americas in the 18th century. It was embraced with open arms, becoming a beloved part of the American lifestyle. Today, coffee fuels the hustle and bustle of cities from New York to Buenos Aires and from Paris to Istanbul. Coffee's journey from a humble Ethiopian shrub to a global phenomenon is a testament to our shared love for this invigorating beverage. It's a journey that continues to evolve, spurred on by our never-ending quest for the perfect cup of coffee. Crossing continents and cultures, coffee was well on its way to becoming the world's favorite pick-me-up. Fast forward to today. And coffee is more than just a beverage. It's a morning ritual, a social lubricant, a source of inspiration for artists, and a billion-dollar industry. It has stitched itself into the very fabric of our society. From the bustling streets of New York to the quiet alleyways of Vienna, cafes and coffee shops have become our second homes. International chains like Starbucks have turned the humble coffee bean into a symbol of global connection. But it's not just about the giants. The artisanal coffee movement has been brewing steadily, with connoisseurs seeking out the most exquisite blends and brewing techniques. In Tokyo, you might find yourself savoring a precise pour-over. In Istanbul, you'll taste coffee simmered in a pot and served with a piece of Turkish delight. Meanwhile, in Australia, you might find yourself sipping on a flat white at a beachside cafe. Coffee has become a worldwide language, each cup telling a different story. And let's not forget the economic impact of this potent brew. Coffee is the second most traded commodity in the world after oil. It puts food on the table for over 25 million farmers in developing countries and fuels economies from Brazil to Ethiopia. A simple bean, discovered centuries ago, has shaped our world in ways we could never have imagined. From a humble berry in ancient Ethiopia to a global phenomenon, the journey of coffee is truly fascinating. Born from an Ethiopian shepherd's simple observation, coffee's influence spread far and wide, crossing continents and cultures. Its invigorating effects were embraced by monks, merchants, and monarchs alike. Today it stands as a global titan, shaping economies and everyday lives. So next time you sip your coffee, remember the incredible journey it's been on to reach your cup.